As of the time of this recording, Easy Animator Pro and Easy Animator do not support non-romantic languages. We are working on importing fonts and the ability to type in right to left or in other directions, that are used in different languages. Currently, though, we don't support that. So if you want to use it with a different language, I'm just going to show you a quick, easy workaround. Now, I'm showing you here the easy text boxes. This is one of our separate bundles that we sell at anibits.com. And I'm just kind of showing some samples here. And I just clicked on one and it's showing up here on the screen. I'm going to make it nice and big. Now you can do this with anything. I'm just using this as an example, the kind of thing that you might want to do. So, so I'm going to do is I'm going to break this apart. I'm going to click on this and remove these so that I can basically put in my own text, right? So so whatever it's going to be, I'll go ahead and just leave that because I'm just going to replace a couple here. So what I recommend is you pop over to inkscape.org and you grab Inkscape for free. This is a great tool, very, very easy to use and learn. Lots of tutorials online, been around for a while. They do have a donate button. If you end up using it a lot, I recommend you donate to them. I've done like $10 a couple times because it's really valuable to me. But you can get started totally for free. You don't have to spend anything. So once you get it installed, what you can do is just use their text tool. Now, I don't have any fonts that are in other languages. So please, bear with me and just, I'm basically assuming that you've got local fonts. And of course, your computer will type and do all the stuff necessary to put in different languages. So let's pretend that this is one of them. Now, let me show you a few things about the typing tool. This is you click on the create or edit text. You come up here, you click on the text, and then you type whatever you want. So I'm going to do hello world. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to have that selected. And notice that down here, you've got this box here. And it's really kind of a pain because, getting it to apply over here doesn't, it's kind of like, well, you can click on the apply button. But I find that, what I often do is I actually go ahead and click font on up here as well. So, you can select a font from this as well. But whatever is works for you. So I'll go ahead and keep these. Now what I need to do is I need to make sure that these are paths. They're not they're not fonts, because we don't want to export it with font information, because then it's gonna import into Easy Animator and not work. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and click on path, and we want to objects to path. So we're just doing that, and so now if I click on this, it's an editable shape. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the same for this object to path, and we're good to go. Now I can export this and save as. I can do it whatever I need to. I'm just going to do demo here. Actually, I'll make it AAA demo so I can find this easily. I'm sending it to my desktop, of course. Optimized SVG, save. All of these settings about the same. These don't tend to matter too much. And then what I can do is come back into Easy Animator and import that. So there's my AAA demo. Open that up, and then I can size this however I want. So now you see it's in there as one object, and I want these two, so I can just break apart, and there I have my two different objects. So I undo there because I made it too big. So I can size it to fit. What I really want to do is probably kind of do something like this and come over here and do something like this, and then make my boxes. Now notice that when you're dealing with, if you're trying to do something like this, we've got the different layers here. So I can, kind of get things to, if I'm having a hard time selecting, say this is on top, and I'm having a hard time selecting this one below it, what I can do is I can go here and I can lock that, and then come back and I can size this without having to deal with that. And you get this kind of wherever you want it, right? And same kind of thing over here, and design this however you want using, again, whatever language you had imported. And there you go. So, once you kind of get the design you like, and again, I apologize that this isn't actually a another language. Once you get it where you want, I'm going to go to my presets here, and let's go presets and just kind of apply a preset and kind of get some nice animation. Oops, I don't want to create. And just find, and click until I find something I like. Now, another kind of point here is that I may want to kind of adjust these a little bit, like this one, and let's see, this one. So I might kind of want to stagger these so that when I apply the this, it gets it kind of right. That is definitely not right. I should have kind of gone. But what I'm trying to get at is I might want to have this one like staggered from, so that this one isn't next to it. The text, in other words, are sort of separated by the blocks, so that when I do a preset, it applies it kind of more interesting like that. So I'm just trying to get this, the way this works is, the first one does a certain effect and the second one does a certain effect, and I want the text on top to be kind of such that it'll do something contrasting or different or interesting compared to the box below it. So in order to do that, you might want to rearrange things over here, and in order to get this. So that's how you can create your own font, your own text inside of Easy Animator. I'm sorry for the need for the workaround. We will get importing fonts as soon as possible.